I am with my friend Mel. Thank you, Mel, for having a conversation with me tonight.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
What's up, crew?
You know why I call my followers crew, right?
I don't. Why?
Because my hashtag is let's talk shit. Yeah.
I like it. Yes, I do.
Yeah, okay, right? See?
You're not supposed to say, do you get it? You're supposed to just
No, I want to
oh.
know. First of all, y'all, we live in New York, so you might hear that. Sorry about that. No, because some people don't. They're like, why you call us crew?
Why you call us crew?
Okay. Crew on a ship, right?
I mean, if I would have saw that, I would have put it together.
All right.
So it was good.
Thank you. I want to, so we're having this conversation tonight because I want to highlight amazing fathers that I know. And you are one.
Thank you.
I was telling Mo the other day that I feel like media, social media, TV kind of portrays Black men not in the best light. And so thanks to social media, right, and different platforms like podcasts, we get to kind of create our own narrative and share our stories. And so, yeah, I am highlighting and honoring you tonight.
I appreciate it. I get cake and ice cream.
You get cake and ice cream, yeah.
Don't eat.
I get with you. All right, so my first question is, what was your relationship like growing up with your dad?
My dad, amazing. My dad is amazing. My dad is very pleasant. He's like the person who always say, "Oh, your father's so nice," and "Oh, your father."
Right.
Yeah, my father was in my life heavy. He took me roller skating at a very young age. He drove me to school every day. He gave me, same thing I do with my son. My father is amazing. And my dad has a disability. He did all that with multiple sclerosis.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Wow. All right. So was he, you say he was pleasant. In what way?
He's joking. My dad's very silly. So when you look at him, you'll notice that he has a disability because you can see it, right? But if you're with him and he's close to you, he's silly. I've seen my dad sit on counters and he walks with a cane. You know my father. He walks with a cane. Oh, he would see me coming inside the house and he'd sit and get up on, or I'd be talking outside or something like that. He'd see me and I'd come inside the house and he'd sit on the counter. So for y'all that don't know, my father he doesn't run, he doesn't walk fast, stumbles. He would be on the counter. You hear me? And swinging his legs. And I come inside the house and say, "Dad, what's up?" And he'll just bust out laughing.
Wow.
Stuff like that, yeah.
So you are similar to him.
Oh, I'm very.
In that you can be the same way, right?
Absolutely.
I love that. And I'm saying that you can be the same way because I feel like I've seen that on social media with your son.
With Chance, I know.
Right. Mm-hmm. So how has your relationship with your father influenced your relationship with your son?
It's a mirror. It's my pops show me love, so I just shoot it. It's you can't help it. It's just like once you get taught something, you learn it forever. My dad and I, we love each other. We have a bond. You know what I'm saying? And then my son and I, we have the same bond. We have our own separate bonds. So it's not hard when you have a bond. It's not like I got to learn this to do this type of thing. It's like a.
Do you remember anything in particular that he did as a kid for you that you'll probably never forget?
My dad?
Yeah.
Swear to God, man. Yeah, I always talk about this with him. And he hardly remembers, like kind of, sort of. But I moved when I was 5, 6. I was 5 years old. It was around Christmas. It was Christmas. I had got a big wheel scooter. And my father, like I said, he doesn't, he walks very slow. For the ones that don't know, he walks very slow. He has multiple sclerosis. He has a cane. I ran with him. Like we raced. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he beat me. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How old
my dad. Say it again?
How old were you?
I was 5. And at that point, it was really hard for him to walk.
Oh, wow.
And begging him to run. And he was like, "I'm going to do it one more time, because it was getting worse."
Yeah.
Yeah. And he ran.
Cool.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah, that's memorable. I can see how that can be memorable. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I remember about. My father's no longer with me, but
Those.
He has this thing. So my father was kind of like all over the place a little bit, always social with people. So whenever he would call me, he would be like, "Hey, Jessica, hey." And then literally whoever he was with, it could be a stranger. He would be like, "Talk to my daughter." I'd be like, "But I
For
don't know."
what?
Huh?
For what?
Because I guess for the words, I was like his pride and joy. So he would literally want, "This is my daughter Jessica, talk to her, talk to her."
He's proud of
Literally
you.
get on the phone and I'll be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And like, "Yeah, he always talking about you." But everybody, it could be anybody he just met. And I would be like, "Daddy, I don't know this person. Just talk to them."
Just proud.
And I couldn't take the phone. I just had to be like,
You
"Hi,
don't know what they look like, nothing.
no." I miss. I'm not gonna lie. It was annoying speaking sometimes to people I didn't know, but yeah, I would definitely, if I could have that back.
Proud. That's
Yeah.
a proud father.
So I asked you this before we got on, right? You post your son a lot. You actually call him your little brown boy, right?
I do.
I like that. Where you get that name from? I know he is a little brown boy, but like, when did it come from, and where did it come from, and when did you create that?
I honestly, I don't know, man. Sometimes I get in the mode. You know how you got people that create at different times or different hours or different settings and stuff. So me, if I go to sleep early, I'll wake up at like 12, 1 o'clock, and I just start going. The next the next event I'm gonna produce, or the next business move, or whatever. And at that time, I had a couple of names come up. So my little brown boy came up. My shadow came up.
Yeah, I do see you post that. Yeah.
Yeah. My little brown boy came up, and my shadow came up. And ironically enough, the city called me a couple of days ago, and I put those to get trademarked, and I got it. So now I can put the R on both of those.
That's cool. That's cool.
In my company.
Wait, what would you use it for?
T-shirts, brand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, dope. So now mine's is trademarked. I can use that.
I love that.
Thank you.
Shadow and little brown boy.
My shadow.
My shadow and
my LIL brown boy with the heart.
Love that.
On the BOY with the heart on the O. Yeah.
That's cool. So the thing is, I was saying that you post him a lot. You
all day, every day.
Do whatever we want with our social media, but you post him. Why do you do that?
You fly. That's why. That's my baby.
Right. Yeah.
Papa.
Fly. So there's no other reason, right?
Say it again.
There's no other reason? No, because I'm saying it because obviously I've told you before that you posting him is, I get joy. It's very inspiring to see like a Black man posting about his son, interacting.
I just want y'all to see my journey. I love him.
Gotcha.
Look, he's gorgeous. Like, we have a good time. We have fun, right?
We do.
We rock. We show y'all camping. We show y'all traveling. We show y'all road trips. We show y'all building. We have a good time. That's fun.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I get a lot of DMs and stuff. Yo, keep doing this. So we do it.
That's what's up.
It's my geyser.
That's good. That's good. So, I mean, I feel like you're telling me this already. What's some of the joys that you get from raising him?
His mind. Like I always tell him, he used to get upset. Lito, so Chance, nickname is Lito.
Okay, where does that come from?
When we was younger, I think I was playing like kings and knights and queens and stuff with him, and I was knighting him a prince, and then I called him Chance Alito, and then I just kept the last name and just made it Alito forever.
Gotcha.
So I don't even call him Chance at all.
I'm about to ask you that. Do you actually call him Chance?
Nah. I don't call anybody by their real name.
You don't?
No.
What do you call him?
I just change people's names all the time. I was one of those.
Gotcha. You have people call you Mellow, right? Or you call
Yeah.
Gotcha. So I know we said joy, right? His mind, anything else? His mind, you get joy of just knowing. What do you mean? Elaborate a little bit.
Well, with his mind, he's very creative. Chance is creative. Chance likes to, like I was saying, he wants to be big really quick. Like, he's tired of being the shortest one. I said, yo.
You are in height.
In height. I said, Pop, I was 4'11". I was 4'11" in high school. And he was like, yeah, but he doesn't care. He just doesn't want to be short,
No,
and
4'11"?
In high school?
No.
In high school?
Yeah.
Yes.
4'11" or 5?
4, you hear me?
No, I don't.
I swear to God. I was 4'11" in high school. 4'11" and 12. I got in early.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you tell him that, what does he say?
He get upset. He start to, he get emotional. He get hot, and I tell him that, we're not meant to be big first. I said, we're very fast. We're very sharp. We're very quick. And we're very creative. And I'm trying to get him.
Your family line.
Well,
Okay.
I think my dad and myself, I think it's for my father and I.
Okay.
Yeah. And I see it in him. So my dad, he studied martial arts. I don't know if you ever knew that either.
No. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He studied Taekwondo. He showed me. He taught me. And then he took me. And then Chance, I'm trying to get him to go so bad, but he won't. But he got it in him.
Right.
You know how you see something in him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got it. He just don't want to. Yeah, I took him to the dojo once. He got on the mat. He was real young. He started to cry. And I grabbed him. Because he thinks that when you go in there, you got to fight. I'm like, you don't have to fight. They teach you how to fight.
Right.
But his mind, he already got it. So I'm just let him grow a little bit. Gotcha. But he going to the dojo. You hear me?
He going where?
To the dojo.
Okay.
Yes, he's going to the dojo.
Right. That's karate.
Yes, martial arts.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
Yeah.
He'll
you go.
Yeah, keep speaking to him. He'll
Yeah, I will.
Around. He'll come around. But what is he interested in? Like, how do you guys connect? Yeah. So if he's not interested in that.
We're one alike. We're silly. Like, we just, I mean, you see it. Like, oh, I got to talk for the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because we do a lot of stuff alike.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's really weird. And you know how twins got that, like, quiet language, that silent language, the set of twins identical? That's us.
No, but I just said the other day, I posted, when I posted my mother, I said, is it me or I'm turning into my, like, mother?
Why you say
that? No, because she had to speak the other day at church, and I was like, oh my God, I sound like her. I speak like her. Like certain mannerisms that she does, I'm like, that's me. Even if she like, if she's like mad, I'm like, that. I said to her the other day, I was like, that's why I act like that. That's why, right there. She was like, you could be your own person. I was like, no, I know, but you raised me. So I mimic you in a lot of ways. But
traits.
I noticed,
family traits. It's your mother's traits.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, I was like, is it me or is anybody else turning into their parent?
I think we all do.
Right?
I mean, if you're close with your parent,
Mm-hmm. Can you see yourself in your dad?
Say it, my dad?
Can you see yourself in your dad?
I've always been stubborn. Hard-headed. Bullheaded. See, I'm not a person that say, no, that's not me. I've always been like that.
So I'm like, what's the good things? No. What is it?
So, nah, you don't boast about the good stuff. You tell the bad and get it out.
You can tell it. No, but no, I do. I think that I've seen it even in my friends. I'm like, yeah, you do act like your mom and your dad a little bit.
Your mom and your dad.
Sure, I can't really see in my father. Well, I know he's social, so I probably get that from him, but definitely my mannerisms. I'm like, for real. Like, she like, wow. Some things, of course, I think as for parents and children, we gotta unlearn. Everything is not the best.
Everything
like carry on.
No way.
So,
some parents still teach their kids racism. That's not good.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
true. So we have the joys, right? What are some challenging things in raising your son, a Black male?
I mean, he's young. I keep him real close, man. My son is like, he's under my armpit. You know that. So and we have a connection, so I'm not fearful, and I don't have a problem, really, man. We go through life. We good.
Right. Well, the thing is, I mean,
what aspect?
Reality, we live in America, right?
Right. I mean, yeah.
There's a lot of things that Black males face that other races don't. Is he aware of that? Do you have conversations like that with him?
So I do, and the school does too. And we at a school, he goes to a charter school, Achievement First Endeavor. You know, I got to put y'all up there. They one of the best school out here. Yeah. So I got to put y'all up there. But they teach him, and I teach him at home. So yeah, absolutely. But he don't go through that.
Right.
School is very diverse. There's no racism there. We don't have nothing in my house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well,
because I mean, for my my nephews, my siblings, which are step, because I'm the only child, but they had,
Me too.
Aren't we special? Sabo. No, really. I'm sorry. Like, I was just saying the other day. See, now I'm gonna forget my other thought. Don't let me forget what I was about to say about America. Okay.
Yeah, for me to remember something, write it down. Man.
Where you post it?
I'm older than you, man.
Post it?
Post it? I do, but it's written on. I could write on it twice.
No, okay. I said, America, look, this is the candid. I said America and teaching the kids, right? But what was I saying? Dang, Mel, what was I saying?
Didn't I just say I'm older than you? My memory is
nope. I was just saying that I feel like only children are very special. I was gonna post a video, but I never could get around to it. But only children are special because I feel like we have a heart for people. One, because we grew up by ourselves, right? We always had to go home alone after being with cousins or friends and stuff. And so when we got around people, we were very like, oh, I like this. We appreciate being around people and family and friends more than the average person that has siblings or whatever.
So I always wanted a sibling. So I always wanted a sibling. Mm-hmm. A brother. I wanted a brother. I didn't want a sister. I wanted a brother. So I'm not going to say that I didn't, because a lot of single children, they be like, I don't want nobody. I was good with that. You're not good with that. You ain't want that. Everybody, brother or sister, man. Like, well, I did, right? But on the aspect of being the only child, I think we fly. My mother called us onesies.
Why she call us onesies?
We onesies. We don't have
I want you to elaborate. Why we fly and why we fly?
I mean, I think that it's funny because when you're an only child, it seems like you have more friends than normal, like not regular people with siblings. I have a lot of friends.
Right.
A lot. You know?
Now you're about to take this to a whole nother conversation, but I'm trying to stay on track. Okay? They might get a friendship talking about siblings, single children, and fatherhood. But no, what did you say? What was your last thing that you just said?
I said that we have way more friends than normal people.
You're actually agreeing with me that we, obviously, I guess we're very appreciative of friendship.
Absolutely.
Connection.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Now, a lot of friends, because let me tell you,
a lot.
Everybody, I used to say that too.
Mm-hmm.
Until I was like, no, I want to focus more on quality instead of quantity.
Well, you try to accept everybody, man. I like to take the good approach. So I have some friends till they slip, and
Until they slip.
Yeah, you leave them alone.
One time?
Nah.
What?
I go off a feeling. I don't go off of the action or whatever happened. You got to go off of how I feel. You got to go off of pureness. It can't just be like, oh, you did that. I said, you got to feel it. You got to speak to them and say, yo, that hurt. That didn't feel that, that was weird, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if they can't accept that, then it's different. Okay. But if they can accept it, it's cool.
No, I hear you. Yeah, no, I just find that interesting that, no, I really feel like we are different. We're special. But somebody who has siblings might be like, well, someone with siblings they might say, well, no, we know what that connection is like. But then at the same time, I hear a lot of people who have siblings. They're like, oh, that's just my brother or whatever. And I'm just, you got to.
I hate when people have siblings fight. Like I can't get that, man. I can't get that.
You ain't have to be around anybody all day long.
I understand what you're saying, but like it was rough when we grew up. You know what I'm saying? And to do that alone, vice having somebody, for you to fight them, y'all supposed to be the tightest people in the. I just don't get. I can't get
No, but
siblings.
you don't think that love is in there with the fight? Siblings. Imagine being with somebody all day, every day, having dinner with them, going to sleep, going to parties. Like, I'm just saying, children they got to be around each other all day. So I'm sure at some point they get tired of each other. Not that they hate each other. They just, it's like, you want to have
So
my voice, you got to follow this. Yeah.
The connection that siblings have, I think the most that I could put it to is my son. Mm-hmm. So I never feel, and regardless of the age or whatever, I couldn't do that. I can't, it's not in me to do that. Like, there's some siblings that love each other that I can't see how siblings fight. It just don't make sense to me, man. Unless one of them, a little cuckoo or something, but.
Well, I can see it. You talking about adult siblings or children?
I'm talking about adults.
No, well, I was talking about from the child aspect. But
I mean, for children are going to fight. They're going to argue. You know what I'm saying? But when you get older and you realize that's, we're in it together type of thing, I can't see how you can take that away. That, from two people that grew up all their lives, from the same mother, that can't click to me. It don't work. So for me to go inside the Marines and be so tight with people I never met in my life,
right,
and to have people grow up from the same mother that can't get along, that fight, it does not click. I got Irish boys that I call my blood brother.
Right.
I go to war back.
Right.
Who cares what color? What, they could be aliens. They my brothers. You hear what I'm saying? These other two people are related and they fight. It doesn't make sense.
I'm telling you, that comes, what you feel like, how you feel, comes from you being the only child.
I think so.
You have an appreciation and for connection and friendship.
Mm-hmm. And that's why we get hurt so much.
We supposed to be talking about
so hard.
Talking about what I got going on here.
Yeah, well, why you skipping and when? You got to edit now, man.
Now I got to edit. What were you gonna say?
I said you got to edit.
No, what were you saying before that? You were talking about your brothers, your connection.
I was actually done. I wanted to get it to you before you forget. You said America and teaching the kids.
Yeah, so back to America.
Why you keep jumping off the topic, Jay? What up?
No, because you keep saying something and I'm like, oh, let me pull from that. But then
you can't. Gotta leave that alone.
First specs is about relationship, friendships, and self-ship. So if you say something that catches my attention, I'm gonna I want to talk about it. So yeah.
Let's talk about these allergies.
Say it again. I feel bad for y'all. I do. Praying for y'all. Yep. So America. See, now I don't know America and my thing is, okay, so I think I was asking, reality is we live in America and my brother had to have a conversation with my nephews about, during this whole, from 2016 all the way up until the pandemic and post-pandemic, we had a lot of things going on with the police brutality. So he had to have, as many other people with their children, conversation on how to interact with police, what to say, what not to say, what to do just in case you get stopped. And so that's my question. Like, have you had those conversations with him?
I didn't have
I didn't
have the stomping conversations or anything like that. With stuff like Trayvon Martin come on, I make him aware of it. Mm-hmm. When things are concerned with children, I make them aware of it. Right. And it's strange because I teach them, like I have family that are cops, you know what I'm saying? So when we get around cops, I'll be like, hey, how you doing, officer? Have a safe tour or something like that. And I make him speak. And he got to a point where he would just be like, hey, there's an officer, how you doing? And then it seems, you know how kids go, they go away and they come back and then they turn. They go to school and come back and it's different. So you just got to keep drilling it. I think, and that's just anything with children, just the consistency factor. But I teach my children, my son.
Your children, yeah.
Yeah, my cars, right? I teach my son to I teach them what's going on with here and now, as well as I teach them to be pleasant with the police officers. But I let them know. What's going on. He's 12, so I try to protect him as much as I can, to protect his ears as much as I can. Right. So I limit it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't really give him too much. I don't give him too much. I give him enough, but not too much. Mm-mm.
So nothing is challenging.
With raising
fatherhood, yeah. Is there
hyper, when he get crazy, like, you know, he's hyper. So when he get crazy, that's about it. But nothing, nah, man. I mean, building a business and raising a son is hard, you know? Yeah, I mean, that's, if you're talking, I need to know what aspect you're talking about.
Balance. Are you talking about balance?
Yeah, balancing is a little rough, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. Balancing is a little rough, but, you know, it's cool. You just have to have structure.
Right.
Yeah, Bible say what? Everything got to be done in decency and in order, right? So you just, once you got structure and like times, and I'm a Marine, so I keep the time, you know, and it's just never enough hours in the day, like they say.
That's good though. Like, because even being a teacher, how long do you got? Like, how long? Because no, even being a teacher, structure is definitely important.
Right.
Recently I had two, if you don't set routine, like children will be like all over the place. Honestly.
Right.
Recently we had another second grade class join my class. Kind of, my children were like
destroyed it.
No, they really were. They like
destroyed it.
But it also affected their behavior. I was like,
this is attractive.
I know like what to do. But like at the same time, this new class inside the class, they had to learn to adjust and figure it out. And I was like, oh my God, you know what? I feel like I understand when like two parents are together and then something happens. No, like I'm telling you, the way like God be showing me like how our relationship or like regular relationships are using my classroom.
Just showing you, right.
I'd be like, no, seriously. And so
give you a glimpse of it.
I was like, oh my God, now I understand, like I said, how a breakup, a divorce can affect a child. Like behavior. I was just looking at my children like, no way.
It's always two different behaviors.
No, it really is.
That's why either of us, I'm pretty sure on his side, on her side, she can see him acting different when he come over there and I see the same. Pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you right. How do you guys handle that?
How do I handle it? I don't know how he handles it. How do I handle it?
But I'm saying, so he goes to do two different homes?
He does. So
there's structure, there's a certain way you do things, right? In a certain way she does things. How does Chance even like come together with that?
Well, I mean, we're not really far off. It's not like we're on two different planets. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. I wouldn't put it like that. And Chance is Chance sharp. You know what I mean? Chance knows what to do. So it's not. That's why when you ask me what's hard about raising him, it's not. He's sharp. I don't have a bad boy. Like I don't have a bad kid.
I don't think you have a bad boy.
No, I mean, bad, but just mischievous or sneaky or anything. Nothing.
Like you say you don't. He's not like that at all.
No, he's just hyper and silly, just like me. Yeah, you're a good kid. So he's messy, very messy. That's the deciding factor. He's very
like, what boy isn't? A girl or two, I guess.
Right? Chances. My mama will tell you he's messy.
Does he get that from you?
No. So I'm not messy. What I am is I'm very, very organized, right?
I mean, you're military, so that makes sense.
But I get in periods where I'm just like, when it's too much business and too much work and too much this and too much that, I can get like jumbled. It won't be messy. It's just like jumbled.
Jumbled chaos? I mean, organized, like kind of like organized chaos? Or
I'm not like women taking my clothes and throwing them on like the workout machine and just leaving it there for months and stuff. I don't do that.
Wait, what happened? Like me? What happened? That's what women do?
This work? Hello?
That's what women do?
This phone work?
Stop. That's what women do? Okay.
This is about kids, right?
Wait, I don't know what it's about at this point. I don't know. But no,
It's
right. I mean, I guess, yeah. So it's messy. How do you deal with it? What do you do?
with the mess.
Yeah.
Get back on focus. Get back on attack. Push. You got. If you slip up a little bit, it ain't meant for you to stay there. You got to get on focus. You know what to do.
Right.
Jump on.
Wait, honestly, I can't imagine how it would be to actually have a military dad.
Why not?
That's hard. That's
Nah,
that's
one. My father's a military dad. My father. Yeah, he was in the army. And all his brothers, too. I was destined. I just wasn't going to the army.
Look up advantages and disadvantages of having a military father.
Yeah, but see, you can't just put military. You got to put which branch, because every branch ain't
specific. Marine.
Well, you know, I mean, we ain't have to say that, but I'm just saying every branch of this, you know, we're not.
What makes y'all special?
I didn't say we're special, but we are. I'm just, you know, I'm not a cocky Marine.
Okay.
Yeah, we have cocky Marines. I'm not one.
My childhood best friend is a Marine.
We're the best, though. I just leave it at that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I have 2 more questions. Thank you for taking me off course.
I didn't do it alone, man.
I'll come back.
I didn't do it when 2 or 3 are gathered.
I can't with the scripture.
Yeah, it wasn't just me.
Yeah, it is. No.
What they say, people lie, they look left or right. What was it? You was like, yeah, it is. I can't see it with the camera. I know that it's different. I can't remember which one it is.
Okay. So, legacy, right? We hear about parents leaving legacy, you know. I always hear my mother and my dad always say, we won't be here forever, right? So, we want to, I can't, the scripture, I can't, I'm bad at quoting scripture, I'm not going to lie.
Me too. Slipped up just now when I tried.
But
what that mean, though?
Said this the other day. She was like, and this might not even be scripture. Ooh, forgive me, Ma, for not like doing this right. But she said something like, basically the parent is supposed to lay it for the child. Like, you know, leave something for the child. And I think Mo mentioned something like that on our video. But is legacy important to you?
Absolutely.
How so? Yeah.
Say it again.
How so? And how are you leaving legacy for your son?
I just have to, I'm very overprotective. I think I have like heightened emotions. So if I'm angry, I'm super angry. If I'm sad, I'm super sad. It just seems like that. So I know that I can't leave this world without leaving Chance something. Just like to know that I'm gone. And I'm the residential parent. Chance lives with me. So if I know that if I die and I'm gone and he has nothing, or just my mom, nah, man, his mom and that. Nah, man, I can't. So I know that, because he with me every day. So for me to, man, I gotta leave something for my baby. Yeah, I have to. Yeah.
Is there
He's an only child? He's an only child, just like me. And he go with his mama. At least they got some money, man. They'd be all right.
Do you feel like there's a spiritual aspect to that? Spiritual legacy also? So that's, yes, I'm for everybody leaving something tangible. Is there any other type of legacy, such as spiritual, or that you would want to leave? Or something that you want to know? Like my father was this way, or my father always said.
Oh, solid. Stand up man. Be a man. Stand up, solid. If you made a mistake, you say you made a mistake. Look him in his eyes, shake his hand. You understand? Like a man. That's all I teach my son. Right. He give me a handshake hard like I give a handshake now. Wow. My son handshake like a Marine.
See what I'm saying? To have a military father, the things you gotta.
My father's, you know my pops. You know my dad. My dad not like that.
Gotcha.
He's on me.
No, I like that.
Yeah, and what would I leave? You said what did I leave?
You said it. You be a stand-up man. What else? Look a person in their eye, or look another man in the eye. What?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that you know what I think that a lot of fathers go wrong. Can I tell you what a lot of fathers go wrong at? where they try to make their children tough. Like they try to make their son so hard and so tough.
Mm-hmm.
I never told my son to fight, do this, hit him, fight. What? I do not understand that, man.
Right.
It brings their mind to a whole nother place. And you started at this age.
Were you raised like that?
No.
All right. Okay.
No. Not at all. And I became a Marine.
But you from Brownsville.
What up? Say it again. I couldn't. This phone is on. Let me see if it works. Say it again.
You from Brownsville.
Huh?
Right?
Yo, Shoo, what up, Shoo?
Right.
All right.
I can't.
Come on, Shoo, what up, Shoo?
No, that's good though, because a reality is a lot of times Black men are raised that way, to be real tough, they raise their children that way, to be tough. Don't cry.
Right.
Don't cry. Are you a don't cry father?
No.
Okay.
I'm a don't cry father if it don't make sense. Then I get mad. If it don't make sense, I'm gonna get upset. But if it makes sense and you crying, you crying. If it hurt, you cry. Cry. If you're emotionally hurt, you cry.
Right.
But if you emotionally playing in it, just embarrassed, then I'm mad. It don't make sense. And you're not telling the truth.
Gotcha. No, that's good to hear.
That's the type of dad I am. And I speak to my son like I speak to my son as an adult. You know, I'm not just when he was a child. I wouldn't goo gaga him. I talk to him as like a regular person.
Yeah.
I don't like when people do that. It's really crazy. It doesn't make sense. It's not even logical.
No, I hear you. I used to watch this lady who used to talk to her son in a very not adult way. Of course, he was a child, but I would admire that too. I was like, oh, look at her. He was about 2 or 3, but you know what? It helped develop his speech too. Like he was able to have real good conversation and articulate himself very well. I was like, I noticed that, but that's good though. Because people do speak in a very babyish way, but I'm like, they're humans so, that are gonna become young kids, young adults. So yeah, it definitely helps.
Yeah, you start teaching them like that at a young age, then they'll learn to understand stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
Speaking to them, they'll grab it and then it'll transfer quick. It'll go quick. Instead of playing with them and just playing, let them still play, but teach them.
Was your dad the same way? Talk to you?
My dad's kind of quiet, man. He's not my dad is more of I pray for you to be all right, God got it type of.
No, I was about to say that's old school, but that's a fact.
I couldn't get a word from my dad too much.
So where do you get this from?
What?
This being so talkative and outgoing and stuff like that.
Work. I produce shows and concerts and stuff. You remember? So it's comedy shows, open mics, and I know a billion people. I rode motorcycles forever. I was in the Marines. Just a lot of stuff. We skate. We skate all day. My Osos, what up, O? I'm from Brooklyn. I could be 60 years old, baby.
I know. Right. You're going to rap all day.
All day.
I hear you. One last question.
Mm-hmm.
One last question. Unless you remember, you said I ain't asked you nothing yet. All right. So my last question is, what would you say to encourage fathers around the world, specifically Black fathers? Because guess what? Father's Day crew is coming up. And like I said, I'm highlighting amazing fathers. As you can tell, Mel is a great father to his son. He had a great father. And so, yeah, we trying to change the narrative and honor those who are doing the thing. So how would you encourage fathers around the world?
I would honestly say, stop worrying about clothes. Stop worrying about these. A kid don't even know what a Jordan is, man. They don't care about none of this stuff that y'all put on them at all. Mm-hmm. They want to have fun, honestly. My son and I, we could, I swear, if you just take a kid to a park, grab a ball, grab a bike, 2 bikes, grab a ball, grab some food, and just go out there and just have a ball, man. Then go to the beach. You ain't spend no money. You had a great time. Instead of putting them in this fancy outfit, looking like you about to go to a club with your kid, and they uncomfortable. The kid can't walk straight. They just looking good to take pictures. It don't make sense. It's just, And just love your kid. Don't teach them how to fight. Always want to fight this and that. If they gravitate to fighting, then okay. When it's time to teach them to fight, then teach them to fight. If you want to teach them how to be strong and agile and all that, okay. But every son don't gotta just start fight. Like, you're gonna lose your kid, man.
No, I hear you.
Yeah, you're gonna lose your kid, man. Like, you can tell two children that can't. Yeah, go ahead.
No, because you reminded me. There's a child that I once taught that. So that's all she knows is to fight. That's all she knows. And we know how she knows this because that's where she comes from, right? And so she has like siblings too in the school, the same way. And so
it creates something inside that will not leave. I'm telling you.
It's actually, I feel like it's a setup for failure. I'm not gonna lie. I'm telling you. Mm-hmm.
Maybe not failure, but problems.
Like, yeah, I mean, in my head, if she stays this way, I mean, the only place to me that you will end up, like, you can't fight for everything. Everything is not a fight. Like, but we understand, I understand where it comes from. That's all she knows. That's how she's taught. Mm-hmm. And so I'm not gonna lie. I feel like when she first came into our classroom, I was like, her attitude changed. But of course, I'm telling you, we be prayed up in my class, honestly. Right. And so you ever heard the story where Saul had to tell, David had to play the harp for Saul to calm his spirit?
Down. Mm-hmm.
Right? And so I ain't gonna lie, I feel like our classroom is that for her. But there's a every now and then something will rise up and you gotta kind of like, if
calm her down.
Like if you a sub and you come and you don't know, she can go fly off. And one time the sub was talking, I was like, wait. Let me just handle her. Let me just bring her to me. But it's right. That's all she knows. And I'm not gonna lie. My prayer is that when she leaves the class, that she goes somewhere where that's the same environment is calming for her. Because if that's all you know, that's what you grew up with, like, and you're being encouraged. If somebody hits you, hit them back. I'm not saying don't, but I'm not saying that you got to do it every time somebody.
It creates something in them, man. It makes them result to getting upset more and more as they get older and older because they're changing, their body's changing. Why would you start off a child like that? It doesn't make sense. If they gravitate to boxing or martial arts or whatever it is, then go ahead. Try it out. Ask them, hey, you want to put them there? But don't consistently, a black man, you're gonna do that to a kid in this day and age, a black son, and raise him like that? That doesn't. So he's gonna be aggressive growing up from like this big?
No, you just gave me an idea though, just to mention that to her mom. We do have karate, but the thing is, it's not for her. It's not for our grade. But that would definitely be a way to like channel that energy.
It's an outlet.
Yeah. See?
You gotta give them a way to put it. It's just energy. You just got to transfer it a different way. That's all. And then karate.
No, go.
Karate will teach them discipline. So all that aggression she has.
Thank you. So yes, that was Mel encouraging y'all around the world. Okay.
Yeah, stop fighting with your kids, man.
I love it. Thank you. I appreciate that. You are appreciated, inspiring. Yeah. Keep putting up the videos so we can laugh and smile and yeah.
A touch from Brooklyn. Y'all can find me on Instagram.
Tell them about it. Tell them
about what?
About your business.
About what?
About your business.
A Touch from Brooklyn is a food truck. I am a disabled veteran. I was in the Marines, and I'm a vendor, New York City street vendor. So all the guys you see on like 42nd, 34th Street with the tables and all that stuff, I've been out there since 2007. I am a disabled veteran. So in the wintertime, it started getting a little messy with me, like my disability. In the summertime, it'd be too hot. So I started to hire guys, right? And put the tables out. And we would kind of control the city, selling all the goods and stuff out there. And then we saw these food trucks. Then New York City was like, in 2014, that we couldn't get I'm old. So in 2000, older, right? So in 2014, they was like, we couldn't get food trucks. And it was open for veterans, but I didn't know that. And so now that I'm retired, right, I've been cooking forever. So now that I'm retired, I found out that we could get it. And Chance and I in COVID, while y'all was here in this crazy New York, we was all over the world.
I feel like I remember seeing that, yeah. Right.
Back and forth road trips to North, South, Midwest,
right,
upstate, looking for a food truck.
Yeah.
And we found a food truck. And where did we find it? Hartford, Connecticut. After like the 5th month or the 4.5 month, I think I went one more place, maybe Chicago, and then we came back and bought that one. And I built it up with Chance back and forth to Hartford, Connecticut daily in 21 days with a crew of 2. And after that, I brought it back to New York, and now I am 98.5% done with bringing it out. I'm finished every license. I'm finished every permit. I just have to move a couple of things on the back of the truck and inside to meet New York City's regulations. I'm over. Yes. Thank you.
I love that you like take him on your journey.
Everywhere.
He's everything.
He's my shadow.
Yeah. He'll definitely have a story to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Got a lot of pictures too. I wish, you know what? I wish A-Train was with us the whole time, man.
Why you say that? Oh, wait, why you say that?
Because he could tape everything.
Yeah.
He would have taped everything.
Say it again.
I said, Train nice. Train could have videography. His videography game is on.
Like a documentary?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
I bought some GoPros. I think they're like Hero 6s or Hero 7s, whatever that means in the electronic world. And I was going to put 3 of them in the vehicle and just drive and just have us all our dialogue and get all the content up and just throw it at Train. But I just never got to it.
Right.
Yeah. One man with this food truck thing is hard. By yourself. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm pushing. I'm pushing.
You pushing, yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Where are you on Instagram, Facebook, what?
Instagram is a touch from. I'm sorry.
No, I said where can my crew reach you?
Instagram is a touch from Brooklyn. A touch from Brooklyn. A touch from Brooklyn. I don't know how people say it. And on Facebook is my name, DaMel, DaMel Williamson.
And what do you cook?
Man, we cook seafood and soul food.
Bye, crew. Thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, thank you, Mel. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate you.